My beloved friends from South Asia, this is Mishu Rahman welcoming all of you to another episode of Talk Dhaka. I'm very excited to present to you one of the leading women entrepreneurs from Bangladesh, who is a very young person and full of bright ideas and is working in a very exciting industry of the advertisement agencies. And let's get in conversation with none other than the head honcho of B2P Advertising Limited, Ms. Sara Ali. Ms. Sara, welcome to Talk Dhaka.
Thanks, Mishu. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. Thanks for giving us some time. What I would like to first start off is, why did you kind of decide to come back from the States after you enjoyed, a global lifestyle, and you came back to Bangladesh? I think that was like a decade ago, right?
Yeah, it was a decade ago.
What made you come back to Bangladesh?
Well, the funny part here is that, I kind of knew that I was going to come back to Bangladesh from the very beginning, like even before I went, because I always knew that I wanted to get into advertising. So I knew I had this wish of coming back to Bangladesh after I finished my education. I was thinking of staying back for a couple of years and working there, but then I came back and I did an internship over here in B2P, and then I realized that it's going to take Bangladesh a long time to come at par with things that are happening in America. So I can learn from America and then try and apply it to Bangladesh, but then the Bangladesh perspective is so different. It's best if I start working from here and learn here and grow over here. So that's why I decided that I'll just come back and start working.
B2P as an advertisement agency, I think, was initiated by your father, right?
Yes.
And it's been about 4 decades. And
yeah, it's been B2P was born in 1968, wow. So it's been more than 4 decades.
And
actually.
He was like a pioneer who actually started.
It's one of the oldest. It is the oldest, and it's one of the largest agencies, and so it's a huge responsibility on me as well. And it's very close to his heart, because he started off this business, so he also wanted one of his children to get into it, and I was always interested in advertising from my childhood, so I thought that this is going to be a fun thing to do.
And you have 2 other brothers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They're in the garments industry.
Okay, so the company that you are part of actually is not just restricted to advertising, it has other...
We started off media buying and planning through a separate cell called Activate Media Solutions, and we do event management and activations, and that's through another company that we formed called Spotlight. So those are the things that I've done after I came back from America, after I started working in B2P. But then apart from that, there's other businesses that we're involved in as a family. We're involved in garments, and we actually have a farm as well. So there's
a farm, as in something that produces
a fish
food
farm. A fish farm, yes, in Mymensingh. It's a pretty big farm.
Right. So did you study advertising while you were in the States? You went to Mount Holyoke?
I went to Mount Holyoke, and then I went to Mount Holyoke for my undergrad, and I did my master's from NYU, New York University. So I thought I started off with economics, but then a year into it, I was like, okay, I don't want to do this, and I changed my major to anthropology. So I also thought that anthropology is about human beings, and advertising, communication, it's all about human beings, how they think, how they behave. So I could apply it over here. So I did my major in anthropology, and then I did my master's in media studies, and came back.
So I ask this to a lot of women entrepreneurs that I bring to my show. Is it difficult to lead a team as a woman in Bangladesh?
Yeah, I think it is. It's still, Bangladesh is still mostly,
conservative.
There are few women that are in high positions in Bangladesh, but it's mostly it's a very male-dominated kind of a place. Now with especially with there's so many media channels that are starting up, and media is expanding. So I think a lot of women are getting involved there, but mostly women are not there really in the corporate sector. So it is difficult. I think it is difficult, because I had to take a lot of years to kind of have people take me seriously. So
plus you joined as a young person.
Yeah, the age is a factor, and the fact that you're a woman doesn't help either. So I shouldn't. It's not that bad, but it's difficult. It's definitely difficult.
So how did you overcome that? Is there a funny story that you want to share with our South Asian viewers?
I think there would be a lot of funny stories, but I think it's about just standing your ground, and just I've had lots of altercations with with people. So it's about standing your ground and doing it. And you know, like when we launched D-Juice, which is a youth mobile brand here, we held the biggest concert in Dhanmandi. It was the Indian Idols had actually been brought down here. So I was actually standing there, and I was there with my event management team, controlling the crowd. And when you're actually standing there in front of the crowd and you're acting like a man, you're like shouting at them, you're like telling them to stand in line and stuff, they actually listen to you. So if you assert yourself, I think you know, people do listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
They may be scared, but then again, you have to do that.
They were surprised. They were. I think it was mostly shock. Like, what's up with this woman? So yeah, but you know, the crowd was good. Yeah.